Hello everyone, this is Pragya Pandey from RAO'S Academy for Competitive Exams Bhopal, and this is our special series on daily news review. In our previous video, I asked few questions, so let's see their solution first. So the first question was, in which year the first Nobel Prize was awarded? Correct answer for this question is 1901. Next question was, consider the following statement with reference to the Poshan Abhiyan, and the correct answer for this question is only 2. It targets to reduce stunting, undernutrition, anemia and low birth weight among young children, women and adolescents girls. So without wasting any time, let's see what is in the news. India to hoist the tallest tricolour at the Atari border. The NHAI will be establishing the tallest tricolour at the Atari border. The flag will be 418 feet high and approved from the central and state government. The earlier installed flag was of 360 feet of height. This Atari border is the same Wagah border, that is the international border separating India and Pakistan. So it is the same famous Wagah border, that is an international border separating India and Pakistan. If we talk about the Wagah here, so it derives its name from the village Wagah that is located in Punjab province of Pakistan, whereas Atari is a village located in Punjab, Amritsar district, that is located about distance of 25 kilometers from Amritsar. Also, this lies on the famous Grand Trunk Road that connects the city of Amritsar and Lahore. This place is famous for the Wagah border ceremony, also known as the Beating Retreat border ceremony. So, Atari is the starting point of National Highway 1, also the part of historic Grand Trunk Road. अगर हम बात करें वाघा अटारी बॉर्डर सेरेमनी की, जिसको बोला जाता है beating retreat ceremony, that takes place every evening 2 hours before sunset at Wagah Atari border. It is jointly followed by the border security forces of India and Pakistani rangers. This ceremony starts with a blustering parade by soldiers from both sides and ends up in the perfectly coordinated lowering of two nations' flag. Moving on to the next news. Infant mortality rate in India dropped to same level as male. According to Sample Registration System Statistical Report 2020, India has registered a decline in female infant mortality rate. In 16 states, IMR remained higher for female babies than male, but the gap has reduced since 2011. Chhattisgarh had the highest gap. So let's understand what is infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate is the death of an infant before his or her first birthday. The infant mortality rate is the number of infant death for every 1000 live births. IMR has two components. First is infant mortality rate, that is dying within 1 year of birth, and next is neonatal mortality rate. It defines as a number of deaths during the first 28 completed days of life per 1000 live births in a given year of a period. For your examination point of view, you should also know and aware about the different government initiatives for the infant mortality rate. So the first and very important one is INAP, that is Indian Newborn Action Plan. Next is National Health Mission by the National Rural Health Mission, that is started back in 2005 to provide accessible, affordable and quality health care to the rural population. इसके अलावा प्रधानमंत्री जननी सुरक्षा योजना, जननी शिशु सुरक्षा कार्यक्रम एंड प्रधानमंत्री मातृ वंदना योजना, that is PMMVY, are very important and significant for your examination point of view. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. The Quality Council of India is set to celebrate its silver jubilee at the Ambedkar International Center in New Delhi. Let's understand something about the Quality Council of India here. It was established as a national body for accreditation. It is a non-profit organization registered under the Societies Registration Act 21 of 1860. It was set up in 1997 jointly by the Government of India and the Indian industry, represented by the three premier industry associations. Those are Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India, Confederation of Indian Industry and Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. with Mr. Ratan Tata as its first chairman. So the QCI aims to establish a operate national accreditation structure and promote quality through national quality campaign. It comes under the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Ministry of Commerce and Industry is a nodal ministry for QCI. अगर हम इनके चेयरमैन की बात करें तो चेयरमैन ऑफ QCI is appointed by the Prime Minister on the recommendation of industry of the government. Moving on to the next news. French author Annie Ernaux awarded Nobel Prize in Literature. Her book included her debut, Cleaned Out. The Nobel Prize in Literature is awarded to Annie Ernaux, the French novelist whose intensely personal book have highlighted incidents from her own life, including a backstreet abortion in the 1960s and a passionate extramarital affair. Another book of her, The Year, was shortlisted for the Booker International Prize in 2019. International Solar Alliance 5th Assembly will be held in New Delhi from 17th to 20th October 2022. India holds the office of the President of the ISA Assembly. This assembly is the apex decision making body of ISA. चलिए इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस के बारे में यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा जान लेते हैं. So ISA was conceived as a joint effort by the India and France to mobilize efforts against climate change through the deployment of the solar energy solution. It was presented by the leaders of two countries at the 21st COP, that is Conference of Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, held in Paris in 2015. IS is a coalition of solar resources rich countries lying fully or partially between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn to specifically address energy needs by harnessing solar energy. The Paris Declaration establishes ISA as an alliance dedicated to the promotion of solar energy among its member countries. Along with this, we should also be aware about the Prime Minister Shri Modi's 10-point action plan to promote solar power. Those are developing regular aspect and norms to speed up adoption of solar technology solution, consultancy support for bankable solar projects in developing nation, ensuring creation of network of center of excellence that makes into account local circumstances and factor, and rest of the points you can see here on the screen. You can also take the screenshot for your examination point of view. देखिए, when it comes to renewable energy, India has achieved its target of achieving 40% of its installed electricity capacity from non-fossil energy sources by 2030 in November 21. इसी के अलावा अगर हम इंडियन गवर्नमेंट के कुछ इनिशिएटिव देखें तो जिसमें सबसे पहले आ जाता है PM Kusum, that was launched by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy to support installation of off-grid solar pumps in rural areas and reduce dependency on grid in grid connected areas. Next, there is production linked incentive, that is PLI scheme. It is a national program on high efficiency solar PV module that was introduced with an outlay of rupees 4500 crore to support and promote manufacturing of high efficiency solar PV modules, including the upstage vertical components like cell, wafers, ingots and polysilicon in India. इसी के साथ we have solar park scheme. This is to facilitate large-scale grid-connected solar power project. This scheme is for development of solar parks and ultra-mega solar power project. There are rooftop solar program phase 2, central public sector undertaking schemes, hydrogen mission, international solar alliance is also there, and OSOWOG, National Wind Solar Policy, National Offshore Wind Energy, and n number of initiatives have been already taken by the Indian government. Moving on to the next news. India emerges as the world's largest producer and consumer of sugar and world's second largest exporter of sugar. Moving on to the next. We have this beautiful current oriented one-liner, so I am going to read these for you. You can take out important points for your examination. New Zealand Jaishankar participates in Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Award launch of Modi at 20 book. Ministerial dialogues of US India Strategic Clean Energy Partnership to be held on 7th October 2022. The United Nations Peacekeeping Chief Jean-Pierre Lacroix is undertaking a visit to India, among the largest troop contributing countries for its operations. Scientists find new evidences for the liquid water on Mars. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla attended 8th Summit of Speakers of G20 Parliament held in Jakarta. World Bank lowers India's GDP growth forecast to 6.5% from the earlier 7.5% for the year 2022-2023. Actor Pankaj Tripathi declared national icon by the Election Commissioner of India. So, this is a quiz time, and the first question is: the International Solar Alliance was launched at the United Nations Climate Change Conference in 2015. Next is: it is a joint effort by India and USA. You have to choose the correct answer from here. Next question is: what is infant mortality rate? Your options are: the ratio of the number of children who die before their fifth birthday out of every 1000 live births. Next, the ratio of the number of children who die before their first birthday out of every 1000 live births. सही आंसर आपको हमें कमेंट बॉक्स में बताना है, एंड आई विल बी डेफिनेटली टेलिंग यू द करेक्ट आंसर्स इन आवर अपकमिंग वीडियो. So this is it for today. Join our batches for UPSC MPPSC Civil Services Examination. Seats are very limited, so hurry up. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to hit like button. Also comment your valuable feedback and press the subscribe button to never miss any update. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Links are given below in the description box. Thank you and see you tomorrow.